Okay, today we are moving through and continuing our solving absolute value equations. We're bumping it up where we have to get the absolute value sign alone. And you're going to have to get it alone before you make your cases. You cannot make the cases unless the absolute value sign is by itself. You just can't. So if you need to get it alone, it's just like solving for a variable. You move what is not connected to the absolute value, remove that, and then you move what is connected. And I need you to write a couple stars. This is very important. Make it dramatic so your eyes look at your notes right there. This is huge. Don't make cases until, and I'm going to abbreviate, add val is alone. It must be alone before you make the cases. It has to be all by itself before you make the cases. So on our example, I have a little statement that says, think about what you need to do to get the absolute value sign alone in order to create the cases. So here I have the absolute value of 3x minus 4 plus 1 equals 12. Is my absolute value by itself yes or no? No. What's hanging out by the absolute value? That 1. I need to get rid of it. Okay? So I'm going to get rid of this plus 1. How do I get rid of plus 1? Subtract 1. And now I have the absolute value of 3x minus 4 is equal to 11. Is my absolute value sign alone now, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Create my cases. So now I can create the cases. Oh, this is grouped together. So I'm going to say case 1 is my positive case. 3x minus 4 is equal to a positive 11. And then I can create my negative case. 3x minus 4 is equal to negative 11. Notice again, I'm going to reiterate what I did. I moved my 1 so I can create my cases. I can't create my cases unless my absolute value sign is all by itself. And now it is, which allowed me to create my positive and negative case. Now I just solved normal solving. Add 4. 3x equals 15. X is 5. Or the darn negative case. That's when I'm going to test our knowledge on integer operations. Add 4, and you get 3x is equal to negative 7. X is a negative 7/3. Okay? My two cases. I did it. Okay. The second one, 4 times the absolute value of 2x is 8. 4 times the absolute value of 2x equals 8. Is my absolute value sign all by itself right now, yes or no? No, it is not. What's hanging out by it?
4.
The 4. How do I move the 4? It's saying 4 times that, so how do you move times? Divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4 first. That cancels this out. And I get the absolute value of 2x is equal to 2. Is my absolute value sign alone now? Huh? Yes? Say yes with me. Yes, it is. It's all by itself now. So now I can create my cases. So I say that 2x equals a positive 2, that's my positive case, or my negative case. 2x equals negative 2. Solve both. Divide, this is 2 times x, to move times you divide. X is 1. Or dividing by 2, x is negative 1. What you really need to know right now is, this is not something that usually sticks in students' mind for the rest of your life, so you need to be able to reference your notes. It is something that when you don't use it, you lose it. It's a concept like that. So I will be referencing this stuff for the remainder of the year so you're prepped up. MCA is packed with things like this. Okay, and you're rocking it out, so I'm feeling good. All right, I'm feeling that you're going to do good as long as I keep refreshing your memory, making sure that it's staying right there for you. What's this next page all about? Hey, more examples. Perfect. Reminder, don't make cases unless the absolute value sign is what? Alone. Don't make your cases unless the absolute value sign is all by itself. So, this first example, is the absolute value sign by itself, yes or no? So what do I need to move? The 3. Plus 3, the opposite of plus is subtract. And I'm left with the absolute value of x plus 4 is equal to 9. Now my absolute value sign is all by itself, so I can make my cases. The positive case, x plus 4 is 9, or my negative case, x plus 4 is negative 9. And then I solve. Subtract 4. X is 5. Positive case is always usually the nice case to solve. Subtract 4, here we go. This is where a lot of kids are going to think negative 5. But no, this is negative 9 minus 4 more, which really means plus a negative. So x is negative 13. Those are my 2 cases. I'm going to give you a minute. I want you to try to go through these ones. We'll come back together in about 5 minutes. Okay. Solving my absolute value. I need to get my absolute value sign alone. Right now, this minus 5 is sticking around my absolute value, so I need to get rid of it. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. I'm left with the absolute value of 2x minus 7 is equal to 9. Now my absolute value sign is all by itself. I can make my cases. Positive case, 2x minus 7 is positive 9. Or my negative case, 2x minus 7 is negative 9. Solve both of them. Add 7 to both sides. I get 2x equals 16. X is 8. Not showing my work. This is about college level, how you show your work in college. Because I'm still here, this step right here, I can tell that you know that you need to add. Okay? Adding 7, I get 2x is negative 2. X is negative 1. Okay? Those are my 2 cases. All right, next one. The absolute value of 3x minus 4 equals 5. Is my absolute value sign alone, yes or no? Tell me. No. What do I need to do to get my absolute value sign by itself? Add what? 4. Okay, so adding 4 to both sides. I get the absolute value of 3x equals 9. Now I can create my cases. 3x is 9, or 3x is negative 9. x is 3 or x is negative 3. The next one, what do I need to move to get my absolute value sign by itself? Plus 6. Absolute value of x minus 4 is 11. I can create my cases because the absolute value sign is alone. Okay, solving both, x is 15 or x is what, negative 7. All right, we're doing well. We're doing well, one more page. Multiplying and division examples. Just bumping, they look a little bit more difficult, don't they? But it's still all the same algebra technique. You say, what am I doing? What's the opposite? That's all you got to do. This is saying 4 times the absolute value of 2x is 16. How do you move times? Divide. So I'm going to divide through by the 4 to get rid of it. And I get the absolute value of 2x is 4. Now I can create my cases. Oh, darn it. I need to ungroup that. Okay, so creating my cases, I get 2x is a positive 4 or 2x is a negative 4. X is 2 or x is negative 2. Okay, this one looks crazy, doesn't it? The absolute value of 2x minus 4 over 2 equals 3. Well, what's over mean? Multiply or divide? What's over represents division. And then to move division, how do you move division? Yep, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. Cancels that out. Now I'm left with just my absolute value. Absolute value of 2x minus 4 is 6. My absolute value is all by itself, so I can create my cases. You create a positive case, and you create a negative case. Solving, I'd add 4 first. 2x equals 10. X is 5. Add 4 in the other case. 2x equals negative 2. X is negative 1. Okay, this is the last example I'm going to do with you guys. The absolute value of 3x over 4 equals 6. So, what do I need to do to get my absolute value sign alone? Jasmine? Multiply each side by 4. So right now, this 4 is by it, so I can't make my cases. So I need to get rid of that 4. And I get rid of the 4 by multiplying because this represents division. A fraction represents division. The opposite of divide is to multiply. Now I get the absolute value of 3x equals 24. Create my cases because the absolute value sign is alone. So I get 3x equals 24 or 3x equals negative 24. X is 8 or x is negative 8. So that's our learning target today, was to make sure that we could solve absolute values when they're not by themselves.